Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be giving you my top 5 tips for building confidence in your gameplay. Whether that's playing on stream, playing in a competitive tournament, or playing in your locals, these tips will help you build confidence in your gameplay. Okay, so to begin, we need to define confidence. Confidence to me is the feeling or belief that one can perform as they reasonably expect they can in tournament. Furthermore, it's being able to replicate that same level of play that you've come to expect when playing casually as in a competitive setting. Tip number 5 is all to do with practice. Confidence is just as much a physical state of being as well as a mental one. It's no secret that the more you practice something, the greater the chance you will have at being able to execute it correctly. For example, the more you practice a particular matchup or in block punishing a particular string, the more trust you will naturally gain in your ability to play that matchup successfully or punish that move optimally. And the more trust you have in your abilities, the better your confidence will be going into competition. Therefore, a good method for building confidence is getting in as much practice as possible before an event. The legend Daigo himself recommended that 3 hours a day is all it takes to become your best in a particular pursuit. Tip number 4 is all about mental preparation. Preparing for a tournament mentally is just as crucial as preparing physically. Just like in the previous tip, you can also mentally practice being comfortable in a competitive environment. We can build up this practice by emulating the conditions of the competition as much as possible. By replicating the conditions that make us nervous or fill us with doubt, we can gain more exposure to these environments, and their effects on us will lessen over time. And when emulating these conditions, we can also practice different techniques to see which keep us the most calm or relaxed in these environments. We can also emulate these conditions as much as possible through various different ways. For example, if playing on stream in tournament makes you nervous, perhaps you can play on stream as much as possible in your home or just on ranked to try to build that exposure. You can try enter as many locals as possible in the lead up to a big event, or you can try play competitive 1st to 2s and 3s with good friends. This will allow you to spend more time playing under competitive conditions, and thus this will allow you to feel more at home and relaxed the more time you spend under these conditions. Tip number 3 is all about stopping trying so hard. This might sound counterintuitive, but one way we can build confidence in our ability to play is by simply not trying so hard. A tip I learned from the book The Inner Game of Tennis, the idea behind this tip is that learning and performing a skill is very much an intuitive process. Oftentimes you find you play your best when you're relaxed and you're in a state of flow where you're not really thinking too hard, you're just playing intuitively. Therefore, it can be inferred that to achieve peak performance, you have to just trust in your ability to play the game and not attempt to control the unconscious processes with the conscious mind. Often we already know what the optimal play is, we just need to get out of our own way so we can perform at our best. Let the unconscious mind focus on playing, and the conscious mind can focus on the higher level thought process, such as breathing and keeping yourself relaxed as possible. Tip number 2 is all about intrinsic versus external goals. External goals are those that lie outside of our control. We can influence them, but we cannot say for certain we can achieve them. And an intrinsic goal is a goal that lies mostly within our control. For example, an external goal might be something like, I want to place in top 8, or I want to win this local. And an intrinsic goal might be something like, I just want to play my best, or I want to block punish optimally, or I want to play this particular matchup effectively. As you can see, the difference between these two goals is that external goals are uncertain, we cannot certainly say we can achieve them, but intrinsic goals are those that we can say for certain we can achieve. They lie mostly within our control. When we shift our goals away from external to internal, this will help us build confidence, because now we have goals that are within our control and we're probably more likely to hit and consistently hit in the future. The final tip is all about tuning your environment to be as conducive as possible towards achieving your goals. Your environment plays a huge part in how you feel, not only physically, but mentally as well. So try to tune your environment towards keeping you healthy, relaxed, and capable. Try to keep a record of what works for you and what doesn't. For example, if you find caffeine makes you anxious, try to skip the caffeine before a major tournament. Try to stay hydrated and nourished throughout the tournament day. Get plenty of exercise throughout the week. And most importantly, get plenty of sleep. This is very, very important and could be the difference between playing your best and playing poorly. That concludes my top 5 tips for building confidence in competitive play. These are what have helped me over the years, and I hope they help you too. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.